Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I have decided that this year I'm going to try to learn some new things and want to help you guys to share that journey with me. One of the things that I've decided that I want to learn is how to play the violin slash fiddle. I've had this particular one for about 10 years and haven't touched it, haven't done anything with it. So I got it out a few weeks back and looked at it, and of course the strings that were on it were probably several years old when I bought it, because it had not been played at that time in a long time. They're very rusty, and one of them had even broken. So I bought one of the first things I did was went and bought some new strings and put on it. Also, I did not have a bridge, so I happened to have another violin that I bought that I'd never touched, never used. I had a good bridge on it, so I put the bridge on it. I know almost nothing about this instrument other than I want to learn to play it. It sounds beautiful, and that everything I read says it's very difficult to play. So I'm going to share with you what I do know and what I have learned in the last couple of weeks. I've got a couple of videos of where I'm learning or trying to learn Game of Thrones. It's been a little slow because the bow that I have is a little bit, it's hard to tell there, but you can see he's a little frayed. See that? I've got another one ordered from Amazon, and hopefully I'll have it here soon and maybe be much better, but I think that's a little bit of a problem. And then, of course, the fact that I don't know what I'm doing, but I am trying to learn. And so, what have I learned? I do know that this particular violin that I've got is a 4/4 size violin. So what I mean by that, and I'm going to pull up something here maybe that you guys can look at. This is a violin sizing guide, and as you look at that, you see going from 1/10 size, 1/8 size, 1/4 size, all the way up to half size, 3/4, 4/4. 4/4 is the one that I have here, and the reason I know that is because of the measurements. There's a couple of ways you can measure violin. The overall length of this one puts it over 23 inches, so I know that it's a 4/4 full size violin, but also the body of it here, if I measure on the back here from here to here, I get 14 inches, and that helps me to know what strings to buy, because there's different strings. Basically, if you're an adult of average height, you're going to need a 4/4 size. If you're a child learning, you're going to need one of the smaller ones. And you can find these sizing charts all over the internet, like the one I have here. This one is in metric, I believe, maybe has centimeters, but you can find them all over the place. That'll help you to understand what size violin you have, or maybe what size you need to buy if you're going to buy one. Again, I was fortunate. I bought this one used years and years ago. It seems to be a fairly decent violin as far as for a learner. It's a Lewis & Sons. It's probably, I would say from everything I've looking up serial number stuff, it's probably somewhere around 40 years old or so. Lewis & Sons, American company, but it's German-made violin. It was called the Donkla, I believe. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It's kind of hard to see, but it does have the information inside the F hole there, and that is the F hole. So that's something else that I've learned and know. You got F hole here, you got your bridge, you got your tailpiece. There are fine tuners on here on the tailpiece, and that helps you because the tuners on the violin are much different than guitar. These things are very finicky, and you turn them, but you've got to pop them kind of into place. They're not like the tuners on my guitar. So I happen to have my guitar, one of my guitars over here. This is my old Takamine. And you know the tuners on a guitar, they're sealed, they lock in place. When you tune a string, you'll tune it and you let go of it, it's there. Well, the violin is much different. You have it going all the way through like a dowel, and as you turn it, you want to push it down and lock it into place. Then you'll use your fine tuners to get you where you need to be. So you want to tune it close, from what I can tell, and anybody that knows more about violin than me please help and correct me if I'm wrong. But you'll get it close and push it in. You may say, well, how do I know how to tune it? Well, if you got a good ear, you can tune it to another instrument. But most likely, the best thing you could do is to download your chromatic tuner on your phone. I downloaded one on my phone, and I use that. I've got tuners. I'm looking around here for my tuner. I've got tuners that, like this one, that I use for my guitar, that will tell you what a note is, and you simply would clip it in place somewhere. A little more difficult on this violin than it is with my guitar. Then I can turn it where I can see it, and it'll tell me that that's indeed a G. You may not be able to see that good, but that is a G, and it is in tune. That is a D. That is an A. That is an E. That is your standard tuning on your violin for your open strings. It's going to be G, D, A, E. One thing that helped me to remember it, same as I did with the guitar, the open strings on a guitar, 440 tuning, is going to be E, A, D, G, B, E. You get 6 strings on a guitar. And I remembered that years and years ago with the saying, Eddie ain't dynamite, goodbye Eddie. That's how I remember my open notes, E, A, D, G, B, E. So with a violin, similarly, I've not seen this anywhere. I'm pretty sure it probably is somewhere out there, but it's the first thing that popped in my head when I saw what the open notes were for the violin, that G, D, A, E. So I thought of, to help me remember it, good dynamite always explodes. So if you've got wet dynamite, it's not going to explode, but good dynamite always explodes. G, D, A, and E is going to be your open strings on your violin. So that's about all I know. I'm learning, and I want you to take this ride with me, to learn with me. And if there's an instrument that you're learning, and man, I'd love to see you share that. I've been playing guitar. I'm not great at it, but there's nothing better than to have an instrument or something to fall back on, to be able to play and to enjoy as you go through life. There's a song by Jason Isbell called "Something to Love," and it says, "I hope you find something to love." And it talks about a song to sing or a tale to tell, something to love. It'll serve you well, and that is true. That is a great truth. That if you've got something like that you love, something you enjoy, it will serve you well in life. It'll keep you from losing your cool and exploding and doing destructive things. But always keep your fingers and your mind busy, and you'll find great joy in life. Till next time, hopefully I'll have some more songs to play. I'll be able to learn something on this instrument, or I'll be able to tell you that this is the pure devil and I give up. All right, have a great day.